help us with half of that, which was $7,762.50. The school system has already entered a contract with the contractor to pay overlay all of Kelly Fitzpatrick from Robbie Sun Drive all the way down to the end where it turns, and also to do a reconstruction on all the asphalt from the loop, you might say, the bus loop that comes all the way around the back. Those improvements in the system will be doing also about $150,000 of asphaltic improvements and about $175,000 other improvements. That facility hasn't had much improvements in about 40 years. So we've got some canopies, some carpets, painting, and all that. And then there are two parts of this, and we've worked with Ms. Weldon. She's had plans, and this will be done this summer. Just as soon as baseball can get finished, we're going to pretty much close it down, and I think it'd be a great improvement for not only the school system, but the city of Wetumpka, because lots of folks are coming in there at that facility, and I know you're hoping that you move some of it out on the bypass, but for at least the next several years. And this is, we think that those other two small shoulder pipe improvements can be done much cheaper in-house by the city than we got bids for. The bids for those two alternates, and the mayor has a letter we tried to explain, but the bids for those were somewhere around $6,500, $65,000 to $7,000 by the contractor. But one of them is just taking one driveway to nowhere. Basically, the drive that's impeding on the drainage. And we can take that out probably in a day's time with a backhoe and a dump truck. And then the other is that entrance drive that goes into your concession stand area. It's not draining now. They need to take it out, put pipes in, and put the dirt back and resurface it. And we think that the city can. We've talked to them as well, and they feel that they can do that.
Bruce, how much do you need to do? How much are you asking for?
$7,762.50 from the city, and agreed to do the two other projects with in-kind folks.
Probably be about $10,000.
Roughly in the $10,000.
Mayor, can I speak?
Yes, sir.
I don't see this as an education issue. This is a win-win situation for education and for the city of Wetumpka. I coached, and my son played over there for 7 years, and the roads sometimes get in bad shape. We use their parking. People are parked on the grass, on the sidewalks, everywhere. And that's a small amount of money to fix that place up. I'm totally in support of the system and this issue.
This is pretty much like the issue that Councilman Carter and I worked with Elmore County and doing Hill Street and Red Eagle Drive and all that. It's pretty well a partnership. We're just not, we were asked before for 50%. We're asked this time for much less. Kelly Fitzpatrick Drive is a city street.
I don't want to penalize the school of their budget needs from this council, because I think this is a separate issue. This is a sports-related issue, and this is helping them out too. So I think it's a win for both of us. And I support you, and I'll make the motion that you can.
We're
hold on a second.
We've got 2 weeks, but if you felt that you could consider tonight, it'd be fine. If you need any more information about it, I mean, I'm pretty much giving you all I got. Ms. Weldon has the plan, but we feel like
let's see if we can do this right now.
It's more of a partnership in the sense. We could have said, look, we're not going to resurface. Kelly Fitzpatrick's going to come to you and said, would y'all do the resurface Kelly Fitzpatrick? You could have said no.
Right, I've got a motion over here. Let me see if I can get a second to the motion.
I'll shut up.
I have a motion.
Mayor, I make a motion.
That's where we go.
Mayor,
yes, sir.
can I ask
Yes, sir.
done the discussion?
Yes, sir.
I have not made my motion, Mayor.
Well, I need to get the motion in a second where we get to
All right,
discussion.
can I make my motion?
But you've already had discussion.
Well, yeah.
You went ahead, so I do the same.
Okay, go ahead, Councilman, go ahead.
First, I'm listening to what's being discussed here. I hear about the street superintendent about this. I'm hearing about the mayor about this. Why? I'm just getting information on this, and I'm a committee with Parks and Rec, Mayor.
This really wouldn't have to do with Parks and Rec because it would be dealing more with public works and resurfacing of the street. When did I get, you talked with me last week, was it last week?
About a week, 10 days ago.
But it was not involved, this does not have anything to do on the Parks and Rec property. It's overflow parking that we use on city streets and Board of Education property for
Okay, then-
Parks and Rec.
Okay. Who district is this in? Mayor?
I think that's gonna probably be in your district.
Thank you. Finish.
Okay. We had a motion.
Why do I need to suspend the rules? It's an item on the agenda.
Okay, but you can't, first time on the agenda, you can't expend monies.
Is this, do we need to suspend the rules? Okay.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we suspend the rules.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, your roll call.
Hal,
Yes.
Washington,
Abstain.
Pope, yes, Carter,
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
It's not unanimous.
It's not unanimous, is it?
Okay, Mayor, I'll make a motion that,
It's not unanimous.
We didn't get unanimous, but he can still go back and make a motion to take,
and we can
you
act
just
on
can't
it
expend
the
the
next
funds
meeting.
tonight.
I make a motion that the Public Works Department and the City of Wetumpka be allowed to expend up to $10,000 in assisting in the road repair work and the parking lot repair work over at the baseball fields,
To be voted on at the next.
to be voted on at the next council meeting.
Okay, do I have a second? I have a motion, I have a second. Any further discussion?
I have a point of discussion.
Yes, sir.
Why do you need a motion for something that's going to reappear on the next time agenda anyway? It's rather redundantly necessary.
I don't think it'll hurt us to do it. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second, we've had discussion on it. All in favor of moving ahead, approving this project, putting this back on the agenda for the next meeting? Let it know, saying aye.
Can we get the motion read one more time? That's all.
The motion would be for the public works to work, to develop the plans for the Board of Education to spend up to $10,000 on these infrastructure improvement for consideration at the next meeting.
That's our motion. All in favor of moving forward with this, let it know, saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. I had Jones and Hope. Okay, boards and committees. Chamber of Commerce report, is this young lady here? Let me ask everyone to stand, if you will, at this time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
How old she was on Facebook? I've got ties that are older than she is.
Thank you, that was sweet. Just want to say, there's been so much participation from our council and the mayor and a lot of you in this room recently at our events, and I just really appreciate it. It's just exciting to see everyone working together, and I think being enthusiastic, and it means a lot to our businesses, which is just great.